So there's a, let's see. Oh, no, it's actually not blackmail. I've already sued you, Michael. You've already been sued. It's already been filed in court. So I'm not blackmailing you. I downloaded your videos for evidence in the lawsuit that has already been filed under and you're the defendant. So there's no blackmail happening there, buddy. I'm suing you, and that's it. I so there you go. There's one. Let's see what other things you manipulate to claim. Correct? Correct. Correct. Let's see a video of you incriminating yourself. Huh. If I can clip you, I'm not clipping you. No, I don't I'm not this is not I'm not you. We're not equal. I stay on my channel. I don't really participate in all of your crap. I have in order to try to save myself, but none of it's worked because you've never ever had an argument in good faith with me. Um, you blackmailed me to say that if I ever said your name again, Michael. Okay, in the one where you said that you gave me one stipulation, I am not enforced to agree with your stipulation. Okay, I can say your name to anyone I'd like, and especially because you committed a crime towards me, so I can fucking say your name. I can tell the story of what happened to me, whether you like it or not. You can't use that as a reason to launch a campaign of defamation and harassment at me. It doesn't work that way. One person is telling their honest story, the other person is abusing and extorting that person. Or blackmailing, if that's the word that you understand. I will never clip you. I will never do what you do. And I hope that no one can after this either. True. True. I did it because you asked me to. If I asked you to punch me in the face and you punch me in the face, do you think that you're not going to get charged with assault? Do you really think that somebody can request a year-long harassment campaign in one video? Do you think that's actually a? Do you think there's a legal argument there? Do you think that's an argument? I mean, go ahead and tell the judge. Yeah. Do you think that me saying, yeah, come on, let's see what you got. Come on, give me the comments. You think that legally justifies what you did over the next year, 2 years? I don't. I really don't. I really don't think tormenting a person is justified, even if the person asks you to torment them. You did. You did. And maybe you still do, but I don't know. Michael, you're a liar. You're a liar. And you have had people in my chat that were part of your crew. I didn't know that Soren Alexander was part of your crew. I didn't know that, and I'm sure that people that are in the chat right now are actually a part of your team too. I'm sure. Uh, I know that you guys think it's fun to do this, but uh, you have been in my chat way too many times. Is actually the truth. You think that because you weren't there for 3 days or something like that, you think that that means you weren't there? We're talking about 2 years, buddy. We're talking about 2 years of your criminal activity. I mean, I know that you of your criminal activity. Period. Let's just see what else goes on. Let's see what else you say here. We're actually going to have to tell the judge whether or not we want to try and mediate this before it goes to trial. Now they say most of these things are mediated. Well, I'm not. Like you're gonna have to come up with something that you think is proper. Uh, I know you're seeing this video, so I will. I filed the suit pro se, which means I filed it on my own, which means that it's possible that the judge can give me flexibility, and that this one of these videos could act like a summons. That's very possible, and if it is, that means you'll have been served pretty soon. But or you'll be served by a person with papers. Per usual. This is, yeah, I mean, this is a very low. I mean, I'm allowed to talk about you. I'm allowed to talk about you without you being harassed and defamed and extorted and blackmailed. Period. You're an abusive bully, and honestly, I could talk about you no matter what. That doesn't give you any right to do what you've done. Or, I mean, you already incriminated yourself so badly that it's. So you've basically insinuated how many times that I'm a liar. How many times have you repeated that little quote, that little I'm gonna lie. What I never lie. Well, the thing is, I don't. I don't generally tell very many lies. It's not really part of my personality. I have a thing for the truth, and that's the you're gonna find out that I am a truth teller. I don't know. And in fact, your saying that I'm a liar so many times is actually gonna end up probably being a defamation, because you're gonna have to say what I lied about, and then you're gonna have to tell everybody what was it that I lied about, and then it'll be, well, can Todd prove that he wasn't lying about that? Well, we'll find out, I guess. I never did it. I never intentionally inflicted emotional distress on anybody. No, no. First of all, if saying a joke or saying a something that you think and that hurts someone's feelings inadvertently, that is not that is not the legal definition of intentional infliction of emotional distress. You had a plan, a premeditated plan that you persisted in over months and years, and and it was designed to bring as much pain and destruction to my life as possible, in your own words, more or less. I didn't do that. I alleged. I spoke the truth. Actually, I mean, I just spoke the truth always. I spoke the truth, and you're gonna find that out. Yeah, I'm gonna take my name back because every one of you that has fallen under the spell of Michael Thompson, and wants to think that I'm some horrible person or that I'm like I don't even know. A lot of the times you guys just make fun of me for I don't know. It seems that you just uh, are intent on hating me, but I didn't do anything but try to help Justin in the beginning. That's all I was trying to do was help one of your other victims. That's it. And I don't spend my days trying to hurt people or get back at people. I don't. I don't do that. I spend a lot of my time now reading and listening to classical music, and I was you know I was I told you I had ADHD. I told you that. I told you it made it hard for me to control impulses, and that I was like, honestly, and I just realized that I had it. And I mean, you ruthlessly antagonized me and harassed me, and I actually like. There's more. There's so much. There's so much more. uh, I know that you and Drew Fortune did conspire in a sense. I know that Drew Fortune said that he had a friend monitoring his videos, and I know that that was you because the channel he referred to was the Hollywood Laughingstock channel. I mean, you're gonna have to in the deposition when I depose you, because I think I will probably get a chance to depose you, Michael. I'll ask you why. What did I do that makes me a terrible person? And then you're going to have to answer. And whatever you say is going to have to justify everything that you've done towards me and said about me and done to me and every uh and frankly, being a homophobe, even if I were a homophobe or if I was like a racist, you can't do this to people because you don't like them. What you've done is not normal. It's an extraordinary circumstance. You are an extraordinary circumstance, and you are ruthlessly cruel, um, and deluded, and have no idea what you're talking about. So much of what you say about me is not true, and I can prove it. And you get by because you can just say that I'm a liar, and you already have a group of people that are willing to say listen to whatever you say. But the thing is, I'm not a liar. I actually don't lie very often. If I lied ever, it was only I don't even know. I don't even know when I've lied. I don't know when I've lied ever. Still paranoia? No. See, no, not my own words. Your words, the words that end up in Todd recounts his abuse. Todd Charles recounts abuse he suffered at the hands of myself, Drew Fortune, and Reamsey. So those are your words. Let's just start. So we're not talking about my words. We're talking about also you actually forego your right for fair use when you edit these videos. And you don't even know that. On top of what I've already charged you with, or asked the court to charge you with, there's going to be a refiling where there's going to be added charges. So it's going to be more and more. And I you right there just said I was blackmailing you, and yet there's no blackmail. There's no evidence of me blackmailing you. None. But you know, there is evidence of you blackmailing me. Where is it? Let me just grab it. I'll just grab the message. Give me 1 second. Let's see, right here. Okay. From Tyler A.D. I believe that I had that channel taken down, aka Omni-Eris, which is you, Michael Thompson, which I told you it says I told you and this is what on March. No, that's when he joined. When was it sent? 11:54 a.m. October 2nd, 2022. I told you in no uncertain terms to leave my name out of your mouth, and now you're going around to journalists lying about what happened. I have no choice but to put the videos back up to defend myself. You have a nice life. Now, in conjunction with other videos, like the one that's titled Todd Michael Schultz Tempts Fate, it's very obvious that what you're doing is absolutely not in defense of yourself. You're absolutely trying to destroy me. You're actually not trying. The truth is that you just want me to be so weak that no one will listen, so that you can win by default. That's what your goal is. That's what you're doing. That's what you're trying to do, and it's not going to work. But that's extortion. You told me in no uncertain terms, huh? Well, let's see. Did I acquiesce to your terms of service? Did I agree to that? I don't really remember having a conversation where I agreed that I would never say your name again or receive a campaign of defamation, harassment, and abuse. I don't remember that. I remember you threatening me and extorting me and blackmailing me, essentially. But I don't remember agreeing to the blackmail. Okay? So I think that's pretty much that about the blackmail. I don't care about you. I don't really care about you in that way. I care about my safety, and in that sense, this is about me and reclaiming my name and reclaiming my reputation and demonstrating objectively and in a court of law that you are a liar and that you have intentionally done a lot. I actually do believe that you are the cause of most of the psychosis. You were harassing and cyber stalking me incessantly for months. You don't think that had any effect? And yeah, you were also talking to Drew Fortune, who was doing it in the Facebook group. You went above and beyond, buddy. Above and beyond. You were a part of it. You were definitely a part of it. And if you thought that meth was causing me psychosis and then you intended to abuse me after the fact, I don't think that that's going to come off as very legal to the judge either. I think that's going to demonstrate intentional infliction of emotional distress upon a vulnerable individual, which is probably worse. And it could be because I have ADHD, it could be an ADA, Americans with Disabilities issue. It could be a total issue. You admitted. Now you admitted to 5 in your video. You admitted that you had at least 5. Now I know you made more than 5. I know for a fact because I can remember them. What there was Sia, right? You made the Sia one. You have Baron von Elmo. You have Omniaris. You have Omniaris Presents. You have Omniaris Archive. That's probably 5 already. You have Hollywood Laughingstock. You have Parking Lot Creeper. You have just in my chat. God, there's definitely been more. There's definitely been more. I mean, those will all be shown in court, but there's definitely more. Definitely. Let's keep going. Let's go over the video. I mean, let's see. It was a plan. Your attack was a plan. A plan. A plan. And I'm going to subpoena conversations between you, Reemsy, you and Veronica May, you and everyone that you've talked to about this privately. I'm going to want to see all communications, all of them. Anything where I'm brought up, for sure. If you ever encourage them to come to my live chat and harass me, if you ever planned any type of thing, and you just called me a liar again, you just insinuated I was a liar again. True, true. I bought your book to support you because I thought it would help an up and coming author. And that's it. I just wanted to show you that somebody was out there that would buy your book and support you. And that's why I did it. like I did. That's true. Yeah, I know you don't. You bought it hoping that I'd become one of your. I don't have any sycophants. I don't have sycophants, and I don't know what you're talking about. Who would you even suggest is a sycophant of mine? Huh? I can't think of one person. I don't I don't keep around people that are sycophantic. Okay? I don't keep around yes people. And I honestly don't keep around many people at all. So this makes no sense. Sycophants, I mean, projection. Yes, you would provoke me in the live chat and then you clip. You said in a live chat, I'm gonna bet that it was you. It was, I believe, an alias. It said your neighbors are attacking you with EMF frequencies or something along those lines. And then I reacted to it and I said, "Oh, it didn't matter what I did. You would do that constantly. You would have things said so that I would just acknowledge them, and then when I acknowledge them, you use it to make a video. That's clearly a defamation campaign. I mean, that's like a lot of things together. That's harassment, and then it's defamation, but it's also like it's probably conspiracy to commit defamation if any of your friends did it. I mean, like, it was very clear that you were trying to make me look a certain way and then clip it without the context of the live chat. You actually say yourself many times that I was in a vulnerable state. You suggest that I'm not mentally well or that I'm a drug addict, which means that you knew that I was vulnerable and yet you still sought youth. It's horrible. It's horrible. What you did is not a reply. What you did, Michael, if you had done what you did for a week, there would probably be not a case. Probably be a lot less. A judge would probably really want us to sort it out. You did it for years and you still do it. You didn't reply. That's not a reply. You are sued already. Yep, 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 everything. If you're harassing me in conjunction with expressing a desire to see me homeless, then it kind of makes you think that your intention is to destroy my life, right? So that's the crime, buddy. Intentional infliction of emotional distress. You got it? And you actually, I mean, you admit it several times. I mean, this is seriously a very this is not a difficult case. It's not difficult to see what's happening or what has happened. Mhm. Yeah. No. No. You teased me incessantly to the point of inflicting emotional distress with the purpose of destroying me or making inflicting emotional distress. You have to know you are Michael, you are not this dumb. I know you're not this dumb. I know you understand that the law is it's birthed from logic. An intentional infliction of emotional distress is illegal. That's why it's a phrase that's used in law. The intentional infliction of emotional distress. You can call it teasing. It's but like it's about like 10,000 teases from the same people over and over at the behest of somebody in particular. I have proof that that's the case. I have an affidavit from the marketing executive that was asking to buy Game Check. I have the provisional patent filled out. I have MP4s. I have movies. I have documentation that I worked on this. I have a person and willing to say what happened by giving an affidavit saying we were in discussion. And what happened was I did get paranoid around the second meeting and I thought maybe they were with you. I thought maybe they were fucking with me and maybe I was being fucked with again online. I'm a no- you just okay, I'm a notorious liar. I'm downloading this. I mean, I'm not trying to torture or hurt anybody. So this is not meant to like be like excessively painful. It's just we're talking about facts here. It's just like the balance of facts versus what you do. You said I'm a notorious liar. Like that's actually like a double defamation, you might say. Saying that I'm a notorious liar, you're trying to basically insinuate that it's known that I'm a liar. And uh, what have I lied about? What have I lied about? Yeah. There's no law what? There's no law that says you have to believe me. Well, I think the judge is the person that you're gonna wanna talk to here, not me. The math doesn't work for you. It's not equation. The equation it's not equal. What I did and what you did, they're not equal. Not in the slightest. Not in the slightest. I'm on a channel right now where you exclusively use it to defame and harass me. I mean, you use this channel to harm me. That's the point of it. No, go fuck yourself. So stop smoking meth. Or well, that you just defame me again by saying I smoked meth. I mean, like Lewis Ray was a homophobic Nazi who hates people like us. He says that's what Michael says. That's not and actually that's not a key to being able to harass him and defame him and scare him and make him uh, disturb him emotionally. He's actually a nice guy, a pretty damn nice guy with a beautiful heart. You don't get to decide like who's a homophobic Nazi. I mean, it doesn't even matter if he is. That doesn't give you the right to fucking do what you do. It doesn't justify what you do because you don't do reporting. It's not like you're reporting on anything. You're harassing. No, Brett is a really nice guy. Actually, I really like Brett. I think he's a super chill dude. I don't know that we're gonna be friends or but I would be his friend. I think he's kind. I think he's got a good personality. He's chill. He is chill in my book. Brett Lovin, chill is chill in my book. Like we talked, and I told him everything that was up, and he was just like, no, he was like he sounded good. He sounded happy, and I like him, and he's nice, and he's kind to me, and you can like he thought that we were working together, which is because of your what you do. I mean that proves that what you do is toxic to people's minds. You confuse people on purpose. I know that you do. I do. I think you are sick. I think you are mentally ill. You're not. Yeah. Well, I mean, I did just file a lawsuit in the district court of the. I think it's the central district. Uh, the judge has already been assigned. Um, I want you to know. I want to get you this. I'm gonna get you that summons as soon as possible. So hopefully tomorrow I'll have it. You did. It was meth. Oh, really? Well, you're gonna have to explain that all to the judge. You antagonize me to a point where w- what we're talking about here is a relatively new advent in society, and so Brett didn't have a fucking clue what the fuck was happening. Most people didn't actually. Uh, Most people just thought I could block you, but obviously you made several, at least 5 accounts, right? Uh, uh, and continued to harass me with a group of people. True, true. You're gonna have to prove that I abused you. Ramsey is definitely going to be subpoenaed. I'm definitely going to want to depose him. It sounded like he was doing your bidding, Michael, and that's really the problem for you. I don't know about Ramsey. We're going to get discovery. Conspiracy is you guys conspiring to attack me. I hope you understand that. Yes, you did. It didn't matter. I have proof that people tended to think it was my channel. And let's also see what date, May 5th, 2020. So you're actually choosing from 2023. So you started this channel over 2 years ago. I wonder if you did that in the beginning, or when did you actually start putting that disclaimer in there? And yeah, I know you put the disclaimer in there, but I think you have a track record. Yeah, exactly. That's why I don't file my assumptions. I allege in the complaint that I filed what I can prove. You did. Actually, that's part of the entire reason it is fair use, you fucking legal scholar. Okay, okay. So, can I edit fair use? So, you editing it and changing the subtext means that's why it's legal? I don't think that that's true. I think that's actually the opposite of true, but let's find out. Uh, how much video? You can use up to 30 seconds. Oh, wait. This is not like, oh my god, like we're way over 30 seconds here. Fair use allows the unlicensed use of copyrighted materials such as text, image, video clips, and audio files without permission from the author or copyright under certain circumstances such as criticism, parody, news reporting, commentary, research, and scholarship and teaching. My argument and what I'm positing is that this is not criticism, this is a weapon. You're using this as a weapon to destroy my life. It's not criticism. You're not giving the world a critique on me. You're loading an argument inside of a channel. This is not a fair use case here. This is a defamatory channel. It's a vehicle for harassment and defamation and bullying. It's your vehicle. It's not. It is not a fair recording of what I am saying or doing at all. You lie about me a lot in the videos too. You can't. That's not. You're not. Can't do that. You have broken the fair use. If you sought to make it entertaining, if that's what your excuse was by putting that, why did I'm gonna when I depose you, I'm gonna ask you did you why did you put that filter over it, the black and white like handheld thing? Well, what was the point of that? It was it to make it. What was the point? I'm gonna ask you that, so I would come up with an answer as fast as you can. I don't think you know what that means, but whatever. What did he say? Say honestly, I want everyone to know that like I can't move forward until it's taken care of. So what God willing, the justice system sees my point, but whatever they say, it's going to be done at that point. And I do worry for my like well being if nothing happens because this person has like literally been gone after me. He's gone after me in ways beyond. It feels like I'm like trapped sometimes. It feels like there's nothing I can do. to be heard, or it, so I don't. So I'm gonna. That's why I have to do this, because I have to. I have aspirations and goals in life, so I'm not gonna. You know what? Like, I'm growing up. I'm not here to cry. I'm not here to shed tears, or to show you a damaged person. I'm here to tell, well, everybody, what is happening and what I'm doing and what the logic I have behind it is. And I'm reclaiming my name. I'm not stupid. I'm not a liar. There's nothing wrong with me. I have ADHD. When it's medicated, I can control my impulses a lot better. When it's not, it's very difficult. I can be easily antagonized, especially without medication. And I'm human, and it hurts when people make fun of me. And there's a certain way to do it legally, and then there's what you've done, in my opinion. His name is Judge Milner. Look him up. I think he's the district. Look at this. This is really what I think the judge is going to look at, and be absolutely reviled. He's going to be disgusted that I'm begging for there to be some resolve to this issue, and you're making videos mocking me, begging. I really don't understand how a judge is going to look at that and say that this is any type of legal activity. It's because if you were doing it, if you weren't doing it for the obvious sake of destroying me, it would be different. But you've already admitted it, and that kind of cruelty is beyond what I believe the legal system. It's beyond what I will abide anymore. And obviously, I'm putting myself in a situation by filing a lawsuit pro se, but I'm doing it because I have such overwhelming evidence that it's almost a joke. I have so much evidence that incriminates you in all of the definitions, all of these sub definitions of a crime. I have you under everything admitting it or doing it. It's just the truth. And I would not have filed if I did not very much so believe that the math of the whole situation was on the side of my suit. Because obviously, no one wants to get caught up in court. You begged me for it, I guess, is what was out is out. Like, I mean, your actions begged me, because I can't. I am moving forward with my life. I don't know what you're doing, but I'm moving forward with my life, and this is going. This is defamation. It's fake. It's not done in good faith. Even it's done drastically to attack and hurt me. And before I had an idea of what ADHD was and what it was doing to me, I was so vulnerable to it. And I told you that. I told you that I was vulnerable because I had ADHD, and I was starting to understand. And now I know, I totally understand exactly ADHD. It's a sad condition when it's not treated. Yeah, I am. Yep. Mhm. Yeah. Good job, done. Yeah. How do you think this looks to you? How do you think this looks good for you? How does this make you look good? Me begging for help. How does that make you look good? It shows me that you're incriminating yourself even in this video. I'm gonna ask for a swift judgment on this. Life is good. You know, it's stressful, but it's good. I'm looking at the chat right now, and Glendale, I think that we're gonna get a chance. Yes, he is a malignant. Yes, he is a malignant. It's correct. That is the correct term, Glendale. It's not even a term that I would say use to diss him or whatever, but it is clear that he is a malignant narcissist, which means that he is cruel. You're not gonna do this to anybody else again. Who is this person, Lady Ocean Eye? You guys, I don't know who's in the chat. I don't know who's watching this right now, but if you're not like part of Michael Thompson's crew and trying to hurt me, and you have questions, I would be happy to answer them. Happy. Also, the red spot right in my mustache that you once said was blood was hair dye. Now, if anybody has any questions, I'd be happy to answer them. Yeah, because I had red. Kalendal, look on Skype. I want to send you something on Skype. Check your Skype, Kalendal. Look it up. Look the case up. Todd Michael Schultz versus Michael Christopher Thompson. Look it up. It's in the California system. There's already a judge, a magistrate judge, and a district judge assigned. I sent it. You deleted it. I sent it. I sent you the image that shows. I mean, and that's it. That's like, that's really. I deserve to walk with my head held high. I've worked hard in many ways, and in some ways I've fallen short. But I've never abused a person on purpose because I hated them. I wanted to see them bad things happen to them. Criminals, though, people that are potentially or very likely criminals, I think that it's you're supposed to at least allege. And I think it's important to allege it. But with you, there's just too much documentation, too much proof. And I'm gonna be so relieved. I'm so relieved. I'm actually so relieved that I'm finally taking action. I like I it has literally like because that's what it was designed to do, guys. Like, let's be honest. It hurt me because it was designed to hurt me. Thank you. Thank you. And I've been consistent. I told Glendale, I've said since 2 years ago when he was like in the middle of it, I said what I thought he deserved was jail. And I said and he and I that meant I thought he was abusing me. And the thing is like I tried to get by. I tried so many times to I tried to play along with it, try to laugh at myself. And when it became clear that you really just wanted to hurt me so bad, that's when I think I don't even know. Like I think that's what made me psychotic because it just because I couldn't understand it. I could not understand that. And not just you hating me, but all this group of people have all decided. Now, if you just don't like me, that's fine. But you came into my live chats and you antagonized me, provoked me, and then used what you did got out of provoking me as content to cite my fair use, my behavior. No, what you're doing is it's utter defamation. I mean, I don't know I don't know if there's another crime there. There very well could be. There very well could be a crime that I'm just not aware of right now. Where if you tried it intentionally, it's fraud. It's fraud. That might be what it is. It is fraud. There you go. Fraud. Yeah. No, but menacing is not a legal term. Fraud is. I just want to like come on here and play music and talk and with positive momentum, I wanted to talk about philosophy. I wanted to be you need to keep your feelings in check. You honestly, you're a dangerous person. You're a dangerous person, and I can't wait until I have a restraining order against you. I can't wait till I know that you can't be in like, contact me, and it sucks knowing that you can even be in this. I did get legal counsel. I did. She said, "Yes, you have a case for sure." It's mostly unsafe for people that have, like, ADHD or disabilities. I wonder if Justin has ADHD or if Brett I mean, honestly, dude, those guys are my buds. I mean, on some level, they're my buddies. I don't know. I can't I don't know why you would do that to them. Brett is cool. I don't know why. You've lost so many friends, like, potential friends, and you and I don't know what the I don't know, the group, you guys, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know why you're going along with this. Reamsy, I don't know why you decided to to go along with this for so long, and honestly, you have defamed me so many times, Ramsey. You know exactly why I ever said anything bad about you. You know I was being provoked. You were in there while I was being provoked, and then when I say something, you pretend like, "Oh, I why would you say it about me?" And then you go off on that narrative. I know. Do you think that I don't remember how everything unfolded? I remember how everything unfolded. And Reamsy, you helped Michael. You were his main conspirator. His main conspirator. And then Drew Fortune comes next, probably. But Michael Thompson is sued, period. That's it. And I won't let it go. I will not let this go until something is done, period. I will not let this go until it has been fully adjudicated and addressed. And also, so the first step towards a resolution is something called I think it's called it's like a mediation. Now, Michael, if you want to try to mediate, if you want to try to figure this out with a mediator and not go to court, um, I mean, we can try, we can try, uh, but I'm going. It's not going to be fun. I'm not going to. I'm going to ask for what I deserve. I sought legal counsel to consult me on my pro se draft, on my complaint, and the issue. And then I filed pro se. Frankly, I would not even hire a lawyer for this, even if I wanted to spend that money, because I'm the one that knows the case the best. And a lawyer, I've talked to enough lawyers to know that I know that they say a lawyer who represents himself has a fool for a client. I understand, but I think there's another side of that, and I think that I think that I need to represent myself so that I can clearly state my case because I know it very well. All right, look, I'm gonna ban Lady Ocean Eyes. Like I can't take. I can't, why are you in here? Like this is not like this is my channel, and and you are not even you're not engaging like in good faith. You're not even. You're just. You said I'm jealous of them being friends. I mean, I just I this is my channel. You can't just run me off the internet. I know that you thought you could, but you can't. And you s it makes me really sad to do this. It makes me really sad. Really wish I didn't have I wish that it would I wish that you could have been a I wish that you could have I don't know. I wish that I could have helped you or just had none of this at least. This was too much. This has been a 2.5 years from hell. And I was blaming myself so much, and I realized how much this whole campaign had to do with my mind state, and I'm shocked. I'm shocked. I'm shocked, like, it you can you can cause someone to have psychotic symptoms by harassing them. That by in doing not only that, but you, Michael, intentionally inflict, like, psychological terror and confusion, and you have different tactics of doing it, and they're all oh, so it's Veronica yeah, yeah, it's Veronica May. That's who it is. Veronica, like, it's so I tried so hard to be friendly with so many of you guys, so many times, and, I every time you just every time like, you just use it whatever you can to hurt me. It's sad, it's sad, but, like, the thing is I'm not sad anymore, and I'm through with this. I'm through, and you're through, Michael, with doing this. That's it. I've also requested that you be criminally prosecuted. We'll see how the court says, but I believe that you have incriminated yourself enough times where the court might have to really think hard about whether or not they wanna criminally prosecute you for your premeditated attacks. So, I would say get a lawyer if you can, or start studying up on the law, because 'cause I'm not gonna need one, actually. Just like you said, I'm a legal genius. I shouldn't be talking right now. It's, like, not great for me to be talking, but I wanna be it's actually you're supposed to tell the person. You're gonna be summoned, but you're supposed to tell them that this is happening, and it is happening. And it doesn't matter what I do because the evidence is the evidence. What happened is what happened. It's all there. There's nothing I can do to change that at this point. I don't actually really need, there's nothing I can do that's gonna make this go, I didn't do it. I did not reciprocate. I did not reciprocate. And you've done this to other people, and I'm gonna ask that the court really considers that look at the Justin Ray videos. I'm gonna ask that they look at that. And if you delete any of this stuff if you delete any of this stuff, you're getting rid of evidence. So you might not wanna do that because that will be another charge, most definitely. Anything. Oh, you said locked out of Brett's bedroom. That's another defamatory statement. So, like, if you delete parking lot creeper or Omni Ares or Azael or any of this stuff, uh, you're deleting evidence because you know now that I'm suing you. If you need the case number, I'll tell you. I am so unafraid. Case number 2, it's 223 dash CV dash 03452. The judge is the district judge, I believe, is John A. Kronstadt, and it's referred to Michael R. Wilner. I don't really know much about. I have the okay, so that's it. That's all I'll tell you. And I chose 3 codes that I frankly there's a lot of different infractions here. A lot. No, no, no. I listen. I believe that the I would like the court to look into it more. I honestly, he's scary. If he scares me, then I'm gonna assume that he's doing scary things. So I I frankly pray that that they look into his hard drives at least. Honestly, that's gonna be part of it. They're gonna look at mine too. You can request mine too. I will gladly hand over my hard drives. Gladly. Gladly. Because I have nothing to hide. Because I have nothing to hide. Anytime I've talked to Kalindel or Brandon, we've never conspired to go against you. We've just talked and had conversations. I would not be go deleting a hard drive either because that would also be a destruction of evidence. It means it's not gonna be good. You're gonna get like it's not good. If you're destroying evidence, it's really bad. It makes it seem like you're guilty. And I would just say to all of you that are in Michael's crew, I'm actively considering naming a lot of you. I have the clearest argument right now that I felt comfortable with filing after talking to a lawyer that I paid. This is what I feel most comfortable filing right now. As we go and through discovery, we'll see what happens. There will very likely will be named other conspirators because it's sort of obvious that there are. There's one that I would believe that is a conspirator in here right now. You guys are so cruel to me. I didn't do anything to you. That's the thing. They didn't really do anything to you. You provoked me a few times and I called you names, but I was actually relentlessly trying to apologize and or to make friends with you. But you were never interested in that. You were always looking to just demean and belittle me. That was always the plan. You and it's just it changed me a little bit. It was not it was really not healthy. And I do want to be the president of the United States one day. I do. Because I think I'd be a great president. But I think if I let something like this go, if I let something like this type of defamation, this type of uh campaign, if I just let it go, first of all, I can't because it's my reputation and it is negatively impacting my reputation. I can't let it go. It has to be super taken care of. That's because that's what a president would do. He wouldn't let that happen to him. He would accept that he had some faults and that I had ADHD and that I didn't know it. I didn't know I had ADHD like fully. I was still learning about it. I didn't realize what it really meant and everything. And I begged, but I knew that it made it hard for me to argue or to defend myself. And I begged that you would stop, and you didn't. You could have stopped, and this would not have happened. But it's happened. It's too late. It's happened. You have been sued, and I will see you in court. Literally. Like, honestly, like, the reason why would leave the streams on is because I was paranoid at a point, and I wanted if somebody came and hurt me or something, I wanted there to be a stream of it because I was that paranoid at that time because of the harassment. And this right here, this is what was called the mandatory chambers. This is what I have to drop off at the courthouse tomorrow, which is the suit printed out after being filed. Kalendal, download Skype again. I'm gonna ask you for an affidavit, and I'm gonna ask to depose you too, Veronica. I suppose if I'm representing myself, then I'd be doing the deposition, so I would just lawyer up, you know? You know, it's been very painful, and it's obviously we all have lives, and there's a lot of pain in aside from this in anyone's life, in my life, and, uh, this just really has plagued me for a long time. I hated being extorted, I hated being told that I wasn't allowed to say his name. I hated, like, being, like, told that if I did, then my life was gonna be ruined. I hated it. I hate the fact that that's who's probably in here is just people that wanna attack me in the name of this person. It and so I'm taking care of it, and that's what's happening. Oh, Glendale, you have a wrench, so you can get people out, like I mean, it's funny, this is the Lady Ocean Eye says that I have no reputable lawyer would take the case. Well, tell that to the lawyer that I consulted who said that I had a case and that she would take it. I just think that I would be the best at actually articulating the case. And I'm gonna reclaim my name, and I'm gonna show the world that I'm a good person and that I do good and that I have issues like everyone else, but I help. I do my best to help people. I do writers' workshops. Kalendal, I believe you were in one for a bit. Like, I do them for free because I wanna help. I do try to give back. I try to help people's lives. I try to make them better. I would I would never I think that's what we're supposed to do here, to help each other. Kalendo, remember when you said that I was gonna create like a new frequency, like things to like talk to aliens at one time? That was funny. Well, I'm glad that you posted this because you know that you're being sued, so that you can't. Yeah, I already filed. I only said that because it was already filed. Yep. Yeah. Defamation is not about being famous. Do you understand that? Does everyone in the chat understand that defamation has nothing to do with actually being famous? All right. You couldn't hear it in the video. Okay. Todd Michael Schultz tempts fate. That's how the lawyer found it. She typed in Todd Michael Schultz tempts fate. Huh. I see. Hey, right here. I believe there's a good one right here. There you go. That sounds pretty much like extortion to me. I mean, it doesn't really get more obvious than that. All right. Well, that's all for today.